Okay, so I'm going to do another test on these snowshoes. People ask me how they compare to the Tubbs. I'm going to do 2 laps with each. I'm at my kid's school. The playground area is huge. So I'm going to do 2 laps, one breaking new terrain and one going over existing tracks with each set, and we'll see how they do. Fairly windy. The snow is anywhere from 5 feet to 1 feet deep. You can probably hear the wind on the camera. So I'm going to walk around and I'll see how they both perform. Here I do a close-up of the binding and the crampons on the bottom of both of these. Start out with the Tubbs. And the binding system. I'm not really all that convinced about how this works. Yeah, that basically goes into the holes in the straps, but I've had a couple times where those have come off on me. Yeah, and maybe it's just that some more getting used to it. On these, I showed you the bindings on these last time. A bunch of straps that clamp down. And the crampons in the bottom of these are right over here. They're not very sharp. I've heard about people sharpening them. I'm thinking of angle aluminum and putting it on the side of them and maybe running it down right over here. See how that works. We'll see. So that's the 2 systems. I took the Tubbs out already. Windy as heck out here today. Probably 30-mile-an-hour gusts. And the snow condition is, we got about 4 inches of snow last night. But beyond that, there's a layer of ice. And other than where it's drifting up, I'm walking on a lot of ice. But there are some areas where there's a foot of powder. And with the Tubbs, I got pretty good flotation. We'll take out the military ones and see how those do. So I'm back on the military ones, and the biggest difference between these and the Tubbs, you have a similar amount of flotation, but with the holes in these, the snow comes through, the Tubbs pushes it down. The Tubbs being narrower, where it's tight, it's easier to get through. A bit more traction on the Tubbs with the crampons than these have, going up and down hills. I like the binding system more complicated on these than on the Tubbs. It seems like it's more positive. It's really impossible to step out of these. You can get your foot part way out, but that's about it. These bindings like a wider boot. Unfortunately, my pack style boots are at the cabin for the winter. These boots are my medium ones, and they're not too bad. But we're walking through the powder up here. Here you can see the path I made with the Tubbs about 5 minutes ago. Let me finish these up and then I'll give my final opinion. Just wanted to give you an idea of the wind today. It's blowing pretty good. Probably 30 miles an hour right about now. Let me finish up this walk. Get back in, it's cold outside. Okay, figure I finished my review in the car. No reason to be outside if I don't have to. Comparison between the 2. Traction was pretty similar, flotation was pretty similar. A little bit better on the Tubbs. One of the things that was interesting was if it's a thin crust, the military ones, because they're wider, don't break through as easy. And the Tubbs you do. On the binding side, I like the binding on the military ones slightly better because you can't possibly lose them. There's a buckle that goes around your ankle. I said it requires a wider boot, but that's not too bad. The Tubbs, if it had a clamp on the back, I prefer it. You know, because I don't like the clasp the way it works. In tight areas, the Tubbs are definitely better. But going up and down hills, it was a draw. The military ones, they let me get this off. They I think because of the webbing, they held up pretty good. So the difference in price between the two is about $160 for the Tubbs, $39 for the military ones. Based on the price, I wouldn't have a problem buying the military ones and maybe working on additional crampons to make it a bit better on hard ice and stuff like that. But yeah, I like them. I'd like to try out a couple others, maybe get another pair of the military ones for the cabin for spares, and get something like the MSRs with the flotation tail. I'd like to try some of those out sometime. But I really don't have a problem with either one of them. The Tubbs were 30-inch, and the military ones were 42. I'll put the model on the description, so you can see which ones they are. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.